They call it the Crimson Tower. It's Meteotech's signal tower. Commands sent out here relay through facilities across the world to control the robots. In other words, you're looking at Meteotech's brain.
That think Eggman nabbed the Arks of the Cosmos we've gotten and ran in there.
What's he after this time?
He's probably planning to use the stone's power to issue an order to all the world's robots from this tower. Sooner or later, he was planning to set the robots rampaging.
That was probably his reason for forming Meteotech in the first place.
The Eggman Land project again, huh? He never gives up, does he? Well, looks like we gotta storm the place.
Hold up, huh? You think I was just sitting around here twiddling my thumbs? Sonic the Hedgehog?
I follow you. Sorry to keep you waiting.
First one to nab Eggman gets all of the Arks of the Cosmos.
Huh?
And the title of fastest creature in the universe.
Huh. Sounds like fun to me.
Let's get started.
Hey folks, welcome back to Sonic Riders Zero Gravity, and today we'll be taking on Crimson Tower as Sonic. This is the final stage in the game, for the hero story at least. And it is, yeah, it's a handful. So basically, you'll be doing a lot of turns in this stage. A lot of unfair, rough turns. Anyway, we're versing the main 6, not including Sonic, and you're gonna hate the stage. You're really not gonna like the stage. Unless you're looking for a challenge, there's nothing real cool about this stage. It's just one of those generic final levels that somehow change things up a tiny bit. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Crimson Tower. This turn is so dickish. Like, how do you expect like kids to make that turn properly? Ugh. Like, you don't get enough experience in the game to do turns like this. But I digress. Other than that, there's nothing really unique about the stage. It's got a weird green glow to it. What's with this? Well, basically, all the stages being futuristic, dark and gloomy, or why can't they change things up a bit? Why this style? You know, at least with Riders, you had Splash Canyon, you know, Dark Desert, Green Cave. It all seems too futuristic for its own good. It this game really tried to capitalize on the futuristic feel. So I feel that's why they may have done it. Yeah. I still don't know how to properly operate those springs. Like, in all my years of owning Gravity, I still don't know how. Some things in Sonic Riders I still just don't understand. But that's the fun about going back to Riders, is you just learn new things, and you slap yourself in the face and think, why the fuck didn't I think that? One thing I haven't mentioned about Riders is that it was actually Sonic Riders Zero Gravity is on the Wii. It is not on the GameCube, and obviously you can tell visually it's a big improvement over the GameCube. But you know, you'd think it would still be able to run on the GameCube. It looks doable. So I don't know why they put boost pads, dash pads here. It doesn't seem to help at all. It just sends you flying, especially when you're trying to brake and get a better turn. So yeah. One thing I do like there is the security beams, like the motion sensors. They just turn off randomly. Ah, and there's an item that just sunk into the ground. Set piece. That's dandy. Ooh, those upboards you just saw from that item box, they increase your speed a little bit. So, you know, if you pick one up and you're in 4th place, then that'll only be good. I walk into a spring not knowing what to do. I still don't fully understand how it works. I still don't. But I love this game nonetheless. You'll notice the rail is incredibly slow. And you also notice that the boards in Sonic Riders are actually a lot smaller than the ones in Sonic Riders, the first Sonic Riders. And I don't know why they did this. Like, the big clunky boards looked... Oh, excuse me. The big clunky boards looked 10 times better in the Riders than they do now. They just look compressed and gross, and it looks like you're riding on a fucking brick. At least the original boards had some character to them. They all look the same, just different colored in this game. So yeah. I really like the addition of Gravity Dive in this game though. Like, the gravity gimmicks are really fun to use. I feel they really succeed in that department. So yeah. Good on you, riders. Good on you, Zero Gravity, for getting that right. Good on you. But yeah. I do believe it is the ending cutscene time. Enjoy.
So this is the master unit.
System error detected. All commands cancelled.
My Eggman Land plans are in ruins after all these years.
Deal with it, Eggman. You're through. Huh?
A trap! What have you done, Eggman?
Babylon Garden.
The resonance from all 5 power units must have called it down.
Then the legends were right.
Here.
Hey, we haven't settled anything yet. Turning tail and running away, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Running away? Who do you think I am? I'll be waiting. See you at the World Grand Prix.
Anyway folks, that was Sonic Riders Zero Gravity's hero story. Hope you all enjoyed. It was a blast to record this. It's always great coming back to a game that you loved as a kid. It always is. It's honestly amazing. I'm gonna be honest, I prefer the Babylon playthrough, a little more interesting and fun than the hero playthrough. But yeah. So while we're at it, how about I let you guys listen to some this amazing theme called Ungravity. The main theme of Sonic Riders Zero Gravity, so enjoy. So yeah folks, that was Ungravity, the main theme of Sonic Riders Zero Gravity. It's awesome. I used to listen to it a lot back in 9th grade. Yeah. God, that felt like ages ago. Anyway, so yeah, this was Sonic Riders Zero Gravity. Do I enjoy the game? Yes, I enjoy it thoroughly. I feel it stepped up some areas that above the original Riders. But I think the original Riders in general was a better game. But I really love the gravity mechanics. They're so fun to use, and they require a lot of skill to use as well, especially in certain areas. And it's just a fun time with the gravity skills. Honestly, I think it was a great inclusion, a great ability, just an awesome piece of content they added, and it really gives that game its charm and its representative, you know, its main gimmick. It was a great main gimmick, mind you. It was awesome. So, yeah. Again, next we'll be taking on the Babylon story. I've already pre-recorded all of it. I'll tell you what, though. The level themes still seem exactly the same, just slightly changed or nighttime version of said stage. Like Gigan Rocks, Tempest Waterway, Megalo Station, they all have like night version counterparts. Probably even the Crimson Tower, actually. But like the original Riders, there is a plot twist towards the end. And I'm gonna say it now, there is a boss battle. A boss fight, much similar to the Babylon Guardian, but a lot better. Sorry, a lot less. Nowhere near as fun as the Babylon Guardian, because those robots. You know what? I'll just leave that for later. Speaking of the robots, I don't like them. They were a terrible addition. They could have just used egg pawns. Seriously, like, no, not MediaTek bots. It just makes them look bad. So, yeah, thank you all for watching. I very much appreciate your attention. So anyway, quick announcement before we leave. So, basically, again, as I said, we'll be covering the Babylon playthrough next. But there's a small problem. I don't know what to cover after I finish Zero Gravity. I didn't plan this far. I just thought, yeah, I'd do Riders and that's it. But people seem to be liking it, so I think I may try the third sequel to the game, maybe later on. So yeah, just a quick overview of everything before we leave. I'll be doing an extras video after I finish the Babylon Rogue playthrough. Let's see, I'll be showing maybe the boss fight off with an alternate character, because it's possible. And, you know, I'll be showing off a few other things, you know, characters, boards, etc. Boards are back. I didn't really realize they were actually there until maybe I was 10 and I came back. Like, when was that? I don't know, ages ago. Ages. But, yeah. So, maybe if I get enough people want it, I may do the mission mode. I didn't show that in the original Riders, but, the one in Zero Gravity seems a lot more fun, if I'm completely honest. So, yeah. Anyway, y'all have a good one, and I will see you in the Babylon Rogue Part 1. See ya.